YouTube. I apologize that it's been a few days since I have released a video, but hopefully you understand, because my first son was born on Thursday morning. Those of you who've been following the stream, you've sort of followed the story of BabyQ is what we're calling him. I'm not going to do a name reveal. I'm going to let him have his own right to privacy, and if he wants, when he gets to the point where he can say his name, if he wants to tell you all his name, then he can. First son, and and you know what? Spoiler alert, I think he's going to be our only child. Lady Q and I have had that discussion. So anyway, I'm going to tell the story. This was Thursday, I'd say Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, especially Thursday last week. The most stressful and most amazing day of my life so far. Ultimately, it's excuse me. I'll say this. Ultimately, it's a great story, and everybody's alive and everybody's healthy. But it was pretty intense. So let's sort of go back a little bit. BabyQ is due on July 4th, and as I'm recording this, it's July 12th. He was born on the 8th, so he's 40 weeks 4 days. And the week before he was due, we had a doctor's appointment. Gabe is just like way ahead here, by the way. So we had a doctor's appointment, and the doctor checked and said, I don't think you're going to meet your due date because it's not really progressing. Right, the things are happening, but it doesn't look like we're going to hit your due date. So he said, if you go into labor, I'll try to be there. I'm going to tell you exactly what the doctor said, and I appreciate the honesty. He's a great doctor. It was July 4th weekend, and he was not on call. So he said, so if you go into labor, my sister-in-law knows him pretty well, said have her send me a text. If I haven't been drinking, then I'll come in. If I have, then I'm not going to come in. And luckily, or maybe, I don't know, that luckily or not, Lady Q did not go into labor over the July 4th weekend. For those of you who are not in the U.S., July 4th is what's known as American Independence Day. You think we get to see BabyQ? BabyQ is on his way back home from Vegas. Just had his first pediatrician visit. That went well. So we get to the weekend passes. Lady Q's just suffering. She's so uncomfortable, and yeah, he was on it. And the doctor, he was a superhero. You'll hopefully by the end of the story you'll get the sense for that. We get to he said, so I'm going to schedule 2 appointments the next week. So he's due on Sunday. He says if he's not here by then, we're going to schedule an appointment for Wednesday and another one on Friday. We go to the Wednesday appointment. It was scheduled at 2:15. We live about an hour, 15 minutes away from the hospital. So we drove to the hospital. We go. We have our appointment. Checks are out. And says, hold on, my phone's ringing. That's another telemarketer. And it says, you haven't really made a lot of progress. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you 3 options. What did that one? Okay, Gabe, GG. Let me get the next match going and I'll continue. We're on Wednesday, the beginning of the appointment. Next match, we're making progress. Speaking of progress, I'm not going to be able to keep terribly on top of chat for a little while I'm telling the story. I've already told this story so many times, but I'm telling the long version, which it's going to be good for me to get this out again. I may be erratic. Maybe. This after hours? Nope, I'm actually here. Right, Adrian guy? Okay. Ooh, we have actually a few players that are on call. Do Your App Stupid is going to be down here. Adrian, Brendo's in there too. We might have somebody coming in on call, though. Because who are we missing? It's Luigi. What happened? It's Luigi. I'm going to start taking some on-call players. Starting with Ryan. No pressure, you don't... Oh, no, I'm sorry. I completely hit the wrong thing. That's my bad. My bad. I'm going to re-invite. I hit the wrong thing. I'm out of I'm out of practice. I think everybody might be in now. Okay, we're good. Just as long as everybody comes back. So Llama, sorry about that. Let me reset this, and then I'll continue my story. I gotta focus on this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, begin. There we go. And Presto's gonna be in there. All right, so we're at our doctor's appointment. BabyQ is 3 days late already. Doctor gives us 3 options. Doctor says, so what we can do is you can come in tonight and we can induce you. That just means they sort of kind of force things to get going. We can wait until Sunday to see if you make any progress and then induce you if we need. Or the most extreme option would be to wait for a week and then just do a C-section if nothing happens. He says, I don't recommend that. And we said, well, what do you think, doctor? What's your recommendation? He says, I recommend you come in tonight. So I freak out a little bit because I'm not ready completely for that. So he says, okay, our appointment's at 2:15. He says you can come in at 5 o'clock or 8 o'clock. And yeah, C-section is an invasive surgery that removes the baby from the mother. I can't get too graphic about it. It would not be a good option, especially with how young Lady Q is. And so we go, all right, well, we want to go home, get things squared away as much as we can. We'll come back at 8 o'clock. Drive home. Remember, the drive's an hour, 15 minutes, one way. We drive back home. We grab something real fast to eat. We clean up a little bit. We make sure everything's squared away, make sure all the cats are fed, and Maggie's... We take Maggie to our in-laws' house to have them take care of her. And we go to the hospital. We had our bags packed and everything. You're supposed to be ready a week in advance, or even more, and we were. But you're never completely ready. We go to the hospital. They check us in. They put us in a room. And then, so what the doctor said is what's going to happen is that we're going to start administering this medicine, and it's going to start things going on. I can't be too graphic because it's a family-friendly stream, but it starts the process happening. And then this medicine is given every 4 hours overnight. And then what the expectation would be is that the next day, so this is Wednesday night, the next day he'd probably be born in the evening. So 10 o'clock at night on Wednesday, she gets her first dose of the medicine. Not much happens. There's people, there's doctors and nurses coming in the room constantly, so we're not getting any sleep. And gets to be, it's not Pitocin. Pitocin's the second one. So they're I forget what the first one was called, but she eventually did get Pitocin. Adrian guy. We're not there yet though. So nurse comes in, checks everything, and says, okay, you haven't made a whole bunch of progress, but there's a little bit going on. We're going to give you another dose of this. She goes, okay. It's 2 in the morning. About 3 in the morning, nurse comes in. The first nurse was awesome, by the way. And she comes in and around 3 in the morning, and Lady Q's like, I felt something kind of weird, just letting you know. And she goes, okay, let's check. All right, can you stand up for me? Her water had broken. So if what that means, again, I'm not going to try to get too graphic. The amniotic fluid, the fluid that the baby is in, the sac, has broken and the fluid has come out. So the process has begun. She says, now that your water has broken, the contractions are going to start getting quite a bit more severe. You go, okay, all right. It's 3 in the morning, and boy, oh boy, did they. The contractions started coming, and they were coming quickly, and they were painful. I could tell Lady Q has a huge pain tolerance, and she was having a hard time. She almost couldn't even, like, communicate. It was so painful. Things started to really start going now. So what happens is that there's something called dilation, and being very dilated is about 10 centimeters, and starting to be dilated is about 2. She was at 2. And then they come check her again at about 6:15 in the morning, and she's at 4. At that point, she's eligible for what's known as an epidural, which is a pain injection that goes directly into the spinal cord. And it kind of numbs the body from the waist down. And what happened right around this time, there you go, yeah, Ryan knows. We got a good match happening, by the way. And what happened is that things had started moving, so the nurse called the doctor and says, don't give another dose of this. We're going to start Pitocin, which controls and regulates contractions. They get that going. The night nurse comes in around 7 and says, we're about to do a shift change. So I'm gonna introduce you to the new nurse. This is at 7. Not ready for your match. I'm sorry. There's so much more to this story. So they do their shift change. 7:15. The new nurse is talking to Lady Q and says, "You're in a lot of pain. I can tell. I can see it. I highly recommend that we do an epidural right now." He goes, "Okay, let's do it." What's also happens around this time is that the baby, they have a monitor that's monitoring the baby's heart rate, and the baby starts doing something called decelling, where the heart rate goes way down. It's not a good thing. It's not the end of the world, but it's something to watch. And it's decelling quite a bit, so they put her on some oxygen to help the baby out. Congratulations, Mark Tiger. You're into the next round. Sounds like your first son. I think it sounds like it's more common the first time around. Oops, this was supposed to be green up here. Fatality. Next match, let me do the invites and then we'll continue. Get Dogged On. Soccer and Rebecca are both in the same match. Just waiting on Get Dogged On. Yeah, that's not too far away from what's happening later in the story, Rebecca. Not too far away. Let me do a shout out in chat to make sure this player's got something. Oh, are they the one that backed out? All right, on-call players, be ready because it looks like I'm probably going to be calling some on-call players. Crown looking good on your ace golfer. Nice, Felix. Congratulations again on that. On-call players will start at the top of the list. I'm going to wait for the timer, though. No pressure. You do not have to accept these requests, but I'll give you about 10 seconds apiece. This. We'll start with Ryan. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Counting the beat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Agent Day 4. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Adrian. 10, 9. That's all right. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. All right, we got a full match. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin. Adrian's coming in for this one. I can count. Okay. So they give Lady Q oxygen. They're monitoring the baby, and they give her an epidural. I won't go through this whole thing, but it was pretty crazy seeing this all happen, because they have to sit her up because they have to have access to the spinal cord. She's in such a huge amount of pain. They say, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to stay absolutely still while the needle goes in. And she's a champ. She just nails it. That's all done. They lay her back down, and they're like, "Did you feel anything?" She's like, "I don't feel anything changing." About 10 minutes in, she starts to feel things, and then they check her progress. She's gone from 4 to 7 in 10 minutes, which is a lot. So I'm going to tell this, of course, from my perspective. I'm sitting here off to the side, and all of a sudden, instead of being 2-3 people in the room, there's 8 people in the room, and they all have nervous looks on their faces. They're all looking at these monitors. They're saying things I don't know what they're talking about. They're running around. They start grabbing Lady Q and having her roll back and forth on the bed, and I don't know what's going on. This lady comes in like a white lab coat, and she has a thing that says supervisor, and she comes up to me and she says, "Do you know what's happening right now?" And I said, "No, I do not." And so she starts to explain what's happening. She says, "The baby is decelling, which means that the heart rate is low right now. It could be that the baby's just stressed out because of how quickly things are progressing. There's a lot of things that could be causing this. It's not terrible right now if we can get it corrected. But if we can't get it corrected quickly, we're going to have to wheel her over to the OR, and she's going to have a C-section. And if we do that, we might have to do this so quickly that you won't be able to be there." And I lose it. Like, right, I'm trying so hard not to lose it. She could tell that I was pretty freaked out by that. And I was just like, "Okay, do what you need to do." And she keeps telling me, she's like, "She's in a hospital. This is what we do. She's in a good place. This is the best place for this to happen." And they're still rolling her around, checking. There's people going crazy. They get to the point where her doctor's not there yet, because this is still at 7:30, 7:45 in the morning. Maybe 8 by now. The doctor that's there at the moment comes in and is checking her, and he makes the call. He's checking the heart rate, and he says, "Let's go." They're gonna wheel her over to get a C-section. They start to move her, and then the heart rate of the baby goes up. And they go, wait, stop, check. And then it goes down again. "Let's go." He said, so he was explaining to Lady Q, he says, "So what we're going to do is we're going to take you to the operating room," which doesn't mean you're going to have a C-section. It's just, we don't have to do it there, but it's better to be there and not do the C-section than to have wasted 5 minutes here. And they bring to me what I call the hazmat suit. It's like you have to put the hat on and the booties and the whole suit for me to go in the operating room. I'm throwing stuff on. I'm still in my pajamas. And then they say, wait. Let's stop. Next thing I know, her doctor is there. What is Q Helper saying? Oh, wait. That's not true, because that says the 7th. I'll fix that. Her doctor's there, and the next thing I know, is her doctor's there. He's working on her, and he's saying, "Push." And I go, "Wait, what?" And he says, come here. He tells me to come get beside her, and I do. And when I show up, she's so out of it because of the meds. She's like, "Hey, how are you?" And I'm trying so hard to be strong because I don't want to freak her out. And what's happening is they're trying to get her to push. All right, OG, I see that. Trying to get her to push the baby out enough to where it can start to recover a little bit. And he's just like, "Let's just get it out now." And she's pushing. I'm trying to help everything go along. Pushing goes on for maybe 10 minutes. Baby comes out. We got a tie, Adrian and Soccer. So that's the first one of these that we've had today. Adrian and Soccer are both going into the next round. and I'll continue the story. Sorry. I knew this was going to take a while. You're playing now? All right, let me get the next one going, and then I'll continue the story. That should be green, not yellow. Sorry, I'm out of practice. Okay, invites coming out. I think I might hear that Lady Q is home. I hear something. Bucks Vault 8. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, begin. All right. Continuing on. Baby comes out. And what had happened is that the baby had the umbilical cord wrapped around his neck and tied in a knot. Both. And what was really freaky for me is that baby comes out and he's not breathing, which is normal. They're not breathing. They take their first breaths outside, but it's a few seconds, and it seems like forever because he's not moving. He's non-responsive. She did not have a C-section ultimately, Ryan. No, I'm still working on it. So baby's just come out, and then he coughs, starts crying. We wanted to do what's known as a delayed umbilical cord cut. For a couple reasons. I won't get into it, but they weren't able to do that because they wanted to get him going and get him all checked out right away. So I cut the cord. We have a video of that. I'm not going to ever show you that. We have a video of that. And baby comes out, and this is at 8:51 a.m. We weren't expecting the baby until late in the evening. So he checks out. They start working on Lady Q because it's a very traumatic thing that happens, so that she has to get worked on. And I don't know, 30 minutes later or whatever, I can't keep track of time at this point. They bring him up to us. They leave us in the room with him, and I lose it. I get kind of. Kind of emotional right now, just thinking about it. Because I was trying to stay strong, and it was tough. So the last doctor and nurse leaves the room, and I lose it. I have to I almost go to the floor. I'm just hyperventilating. Ultimately, it's a good story because he has passed every test, every medical thing. He's happy. He's healthy. He's happy. It was quite a situation, though. When we were leaving the hospital, so we were there. We checked in on Wednesday night. We didn't leave until about halfway through Friday. So we were there for almost 2 days. We're leaving, and she has to leave in a wheelchair. It's just hospital policy. And the supervisor, the lady that was telling me what was going on, comes up. Holy moly! Snickers. 5 subs, Snickers. Thank you. Sorry, I'm losing it a little bit. I'll get you some sub hype in just a moment. Thank you, Snickers. Who got those? Hold on. Bringing up my dashboard. Simplistic 8-pound cake, Fireball, ZRP, and Monster Dunk. Thank you, Snickers. A lot of support over the last few weeks. I appreciate it. Oh. So the lady comes up to me and she says, "I'm sorry if I freaked you out." And I told her, no, I absolutely appreciate you keeping me in the loop and letting me know what was going on, because she could tell that I was having a hard time processing everything. And then the nurse that was wheeling Lady Q out she says, actually, before we get to that, the night nurse that had left at 7 comes back the next night, and she told us, like, I can't wait to hold him when he comes out. And we got a hype train.
Can we get a hype train for Da Baby?
Thank you, Adrian. The night nurse comes back at 7, 8, or whatever the next night, comes into our room, and she's no longer our nurse because now we have a postpartum nurse, but she comes in and she sees him and she sees Lady Q and she goes, 8:51? Are you kidding me? 8:51? She left at 7, and it was supposed to be until like 5 or 6 at night that was going to happen, and it just happened so fast. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Ginger Beef. And Snickers, everybody, Adrian, Rebecca, jumping on there.
We
as
can
well.
Indeed.
Who got it? Asian Monkey, first tournament. You made it into the next round. No way. Yes way, you did it. All right, I still have some more to the story. The stressful stuff, the super stressful stuff's over. You guys. Oh my gosh, Adrian. Holy moly. You got a new badge for that, too. Oh. Okay. Let's get the next match going. I gotta... What's going on, Ken and the Bee?
BabyQ hype train.
So, yeah, that's just the... That all happened in like 12 hours. All of that. I'll continue the story in a moment. And we'll get you guys some hype, too, because thank you all. You all are awesome. I'm glad to be back. I'm sorry that I missed some time. Hopefully you understand. Where's Butter? There's Butter. Whoops, I hit Pavu. I'm sorry, Pavu. Thank you for joining so quickly. 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold on, Lady Q just texted me something. Just a second. Lady Q's gonna come bring me some food, and she's gonna go to our in-laws to rest. We're tired. So I'll get to the tired part. We're already tired from what happened there. So BabyQ's there. BabyQ's happy, healthy. So what's going on the next 12 hours during the whole day? And thank you all. I swear I will get some hype. I want to finish this story while it's still at the front of my mind. Oh, that was almost a nice shot. Dang, that was a good shot, Butter. Zan the Man, you are, if you look on the screen, you can see your match. You're in a couple.
BabyQ.
My wife just says, Lady Q says, you can show, I'll show BabyQ tomorrow as a Q's Day treat. She's gonna get some rest. They're just coming back in from his first pediatrician visit, which went well, apparently. He's healthy. So people are coming in constantly. We're not getting any sleep. And then by the time that it gets to be nighttime where we try to get sleep, he wakes up and he won't go to sleep. He's just yelling his head off. Why am I playing in the next round? What do you mean? What do you mean? And so we get almost no sleep. I sort of forced myself to sleep a little bit because I knew I was going to have to drive home the next day, so I had to try to sleep like while he's crying and Lady Q's trying to take care of it. Lady Q can barely even stand because she's been through such an ordeal. So I'll fast forward to where he comes home. We bring him to our in-laws first. My father and mother-in-law both came to the hospital to see him. Thank you, Blank. Where's BabyQ? BabyQ's gonna be at our in-laws' house. He and Lady Q are resting right now. So we bring them home. He sleeps great during the day. He's such a cute kid. So everybody, as soon as he came out, the nurses and everybody, they're all saying he looks exactly like me. One of the nurses even calls him my mini-me. I mean, it's hard to tell when you're you, but I guess I could see it a little bit. Everybody, they're all saying he looks just like me. He's got a big old head of hair already. He's got tons of hair. They even noticed how much hair he had when he was still in the womb. He's a good kid. He's smart. But we have had just about no sleep. First night, he's just crying the whole night. Cry. And Lady Q stays up with... Oh my gosh.
Baby Q, do.
Ginger beef. 1,000 more, guys. I know I'm not keeping up with the hype. I apologize. But holy moly. Where's... Level 3 complete? No way. Oh, Butter. Nice job, Butter. Okay, I will continue in a moment. I knew this was... I told you the story was going to take like an hour. We're getting closer to the end of it, but... I told you it was a good... It's ultimately a good story. It turned out happy in the end. Oh, man, was it stressful. Juicy, doing a fart. That seems pretty appropriate. All right, let me just send out the invites for the next match, and I'll continue. What's going on? My gosh, Zan.
Sheesh, I can't wait to see Baby Q.
Oh, he's pretty darn cute. I mean, everybody thinks their baby's cute, but he's cute. He's a cute kid. £7, 13 ounces. Pretty average. You've already played? Did you play? Oh, you did play. How are you there? That's weird. I wonder how that happened, Llama. Sorry. So I'll take an on-call player since that was a 3-player match. And I'm going to put the timer on, too. We're waiting on Mr. Noodles.
Baby Q, do.
Yes,
do,
Pain.
Do.
Pain for Remind, yes. Be in the social tab. You'll see it. All right, hold on. What was I doing here? I was going to check on Mr. Noodles. I'm going to start calling on-call players. Mr. Noodles will still have the invite there, but I'm going to start to take some on-call. Start from the top. That is Mr. Noodles. Okay, so now we have one more spot to fill. Got Agent A4 is the next one on the list. We got Brendo. You're wearing something that obstructs your view. You made it in. Brendo's in a match, so probably won't be able to make it in. Brendo did make it in. Okay, we're good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You made it, Brendo. Congrats. Alrighty. Now we have a match. Okay. So, yeah, last night, so I had to work some today. Star Wars replica helmet? What? So I had to work some today, so I wasn't able to go. We have to set up the first pediatrician visit within the first few days. The first few days when he's around. So he was scheduled today, and I wasn't able to go. So Lady Q and her mother went to Vegas because we don't have any pediatricians anywhere near here. And they go. So because she had to drive, I stayed up some trying to take care of Baby Q, and he did not want to sleep at all last night. I didn't get any sleep until about 4 in the morning, I think. Okay. Oh, rip. Rip for that portal. Did it actually go in? No way. So yeah, Lady Q got a little bit of. I don't know how she does it. She's just had like barely any sleep the last few days. I was so delirious the first night that he was home in the middle of the night. I was like shaking because I was so tired because my body was still recovering from the stress and everything, and I had almost no sleep. But yeah, he's here. He's a good kid. It's so much work taking care of a newborn. Alright, I gotta meet Lady Q at the front door. Oh, rip. So I'm going to have to maybe not follow along. How much coffee have I've been trying not to have coffee just so I can sleep whenever I can. You guys, the support's ridiculous. I'm sorry I haven't been addressed. There's a lot going on today. Let me go grab something from Lady Q and I'll be right back, okay? She just got home. Okay, sorry about that. You brought me some food. Some pot stickers. So yeah, he just got back from his first pediatric visit. Okay. Went well. He's a healthy kid. We'll show him tomorrow. Oh no, my sauce leaked. We'll show him on stream tomorrow. So tune in for Q's Day. Get a baby Q reveal. Or soft reveal. I've already shown him on my TikTok. Almost forgot about slots. Oh, and you guys, all the support of just crazy over the past 13 minutes, 14. So we had Adrian, 9 months. Baby Yoda, 16 months. Snickers, 5 subs. Adrian, 100 bits. Ginger Beef, 1,000 bits. Rebecca, 100 bits. Adrian Guy, 1,000 bits. Counting the Beat, 300 bits. Agent A4, 50 bits. Blank, a bit. Ginger Beef, 1,000 more bits. Ginger Beef did 5,000 earlier, too, by the way. Zan the Man, 94. Agent A4, 25. Blank, 10. Thank you all. So I put a video up because is the first time he came out of the bedroom. We have all this like hand-me-down stuff. So he's got what's known as like a travel bassinet, so that you can put it in another room and he can hang out. He's a newborn. He can't move his neck or anything. He just sort of lays there. And he's laying there, and Toulouse, our big old kitty, we thought he'd be good because he's really good with the kittens. When we first showed him Baby Q, his eyes got really big and he got really freaked out. So we don't know how he's dealing with it, but Baby Q's in the bassinet, and it's hard to see, but Baby Q's sitting there sleeping in that video, and Toulouse is maybe 6 inches away from him, going like that through the side of the bassinet, just staring at him like a death stare. So that's the first thing I've put up on any sort of media, other than my personal Facebook, of course, but I'm not gonna tell you all what that one is. I gotta pay attention because I don't know how to do this whole. Oh, Lady Q got me pot sticker. So, there's the story. Sorry it took so long. But the crazy, I was trying. Don't you dare replace me? Yeah. While it's all happening, I'm trying my hardest. I'm freaking out. Mr. Noodles, good job. I like noodles. I'm trying my hardest to just like stay strong and not, because I don't. The last thing I want to do is add to Lady Q's stress. I mean, she's doing all the work. It's tough for me, but it's nothing like what she's gone through. We got one more match in this first round. Let's get the invites. And I'll put a cap on this story. Thank you, Blank. Take pain first. Pain for your mind. Sorry that you ended up at the end, but somebody has to. Swaggin' and Zan the Man. Ooh, those pot stickers are good. Alright, Zan. Waiting on you. I'll put you on clock. You're there. Don't even need the clock. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Baby's first words better be a little bit of RNG, right? So yeah, he's the cutest thing. We won't know what color his eyes are because I guess almost all of them have the same color eyes at first.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Ryan.
Oh, yeah.
Your daughter's due next Tuesday. Yeah. All right. Good luck, Baby Yoda. Oh, but whew, what an ordeal. We're pretty sure that he's going to be our only one. Everybody says that she'll change her mind. Just Lady Q wants it to be that way, and I'm fine with that. We'll see. Thank you, OG. If you want to see Baby Q before tomorrow, I did make a TikTok video with him in it. He's just hanging out, sleeping in the bassinet. Well, holy moly. Everybody says, and you know, people can tell you so much. They're like, you're going to be so sleep deprived. And you're like, I know. How do you check rewards? Here's the prizes. There's my TikTok. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Sure,
yeah.
thank you, Adrian.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, if you couldn't tell, I'm still kind of emotional over it. It was a lot. It was a lot to deal with. And then all of a sudden he was here. It was just like a whirlwind, and then doctors are gone. We're in the room, we're like, holy crap, there's a baby. And then Lady Q's had a little bit of a rough time. I think it's normal. Because you have this baby that's a part of you, physically and emotionally, but physically, very much so, for 9 months. And all of a sudden he's not. Are you friends with the real? I don't think so. There's a lot of fake ones. And so she had a moment a little bit into it. She was just kind of like, it's so weird that he's not in there anymore. And then she was hanging out with him yesterday. I was trying to take care of the house and get stuff clean. And she was taking care of him. And I come in and she's got tears running down her eyes, her face, and it's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? Because she goes, I'm just so attached to him right now.